I'm Dan.
I'm Chris.
We're Fast Preacher, and you're listening to Rockville, Orlando.
Been so long since I seen you. I hardly recognized your face. Never would have bargained for you till you said you'd leave this place. All in line now, it's time to meet Jamaica.
Ty Wright, Rockville, Orlando, Valencia Voice. We're here with Fast Preacher. How's it going today, guys?
It's going good, man.
It's going well. You guys just performed at a house show promoted by Amongst the Giants. How'd you
Among
meet them guys?
Giants,
How you guys
yeah.
meet Greg and everything?
Local music scene, as far as I know, which is funny because even though we met Greg, who's in Among Giants, through the local music scene, Nick, our drummer, met him by going to school with him. He had like the same,
yeah.
he had the same class. It was like some music history class or something like that, but apparently he'd known him longer than any of us have, so.
And we're all trying to change music history, trying to make it.
Exactly.
That's one of the cool things I like about, rock music. It goes, what's the background behind you guys? Because, you get a lot of guys in the band, the bass player, drums. It's like, how did these guys meet? Were they in a band together in high school? And, you look at you guys, you guys all have your own different styles, but you guys, you harmonize together. How did you guys come together?
Well, I mean,
It was the man named Josh Hayes.
yeah. Well, no, I mean, as far as the three of us go, we've all known each other since high school, but, this group has only been together for a little under a year. So I feel like it was just one of those things where, it started off as a solo project and then turned into a thing where people were expecting live music from it. So I went to a couple of guys. Exactly. I went to a couple of people that I could actually trust as far as music goes. So
It just made sense, and it's worked out so
Yeah.
far.
Yeah.
I'm happy with it at least.
Right. Now are you guys tonight? You were a three-piece. Are you guys always a three-piece? Is
Yeah.
there other people?
it's the whole time it's been a three-piece. So
Okay.
If I'd been any later to the show, it might have been a two-piece.
Is that how it is?
I'm a waiter who just quit being a waiter, and I'm coming straight from work, straight down Colonial Drive to down to work. So this is half my work uniform, half of my
yeah, it went from the day job to the night job.
To the night job.
So,
into the real job.
the real job.
No, that's cool. Now, understand, you guys have 2 EPs on Bandcamp. You do a lot of the music.
Yeah.
What was it that you went and got your drummer? I heard him before other bands. What made you go? I want these 2 guys to work with me and everything.
Well, it was just a personal thing. We've known each other for so long, and we've played together before, just not on the same music. So it was one of those things where I went to a couple people that I trusted musically. So I don't know.
You trust me?
Musically, I'll tell you that much.
And if you play long enough, man, you get played.
You listen to your music. Some songs, they're pop punkies, but then there's other songs, my personal favorites. It provides that soul. It's that that gospel churches type soul thing. What's your background in music? What do you guys listen to? What are your influences?
You were raised on Little Richard, weren't you, Daniel?
Yeah, no, it started on Little Richard and James Brown, but and I don't know. I mean, I think something that we're able to relate to, or that we all meet on, is punk rock music, or at least rock and roll. You could at least just say rock and roll music. But Nick, our drummer, is really into hip hop music. I'm really into soul music. Chris is into really, 60s garage rock stuff. So it kind of just all meets right there. Just all within the same vein, but coming from different sources, I guess.
Right.
I don't know.
Right. We'll start with Chris. Chris, bass player, man. I love the finger work. Pretty amazing. What are some of your personal influence? Who do you look to? Your practice schedule and everything.
Oh man, I'm down with The Who. I'm down with the Beatles. I watch Daniel for some of the tricks he's got up his sleeve. Just try to keep my ear to the ground, listen to everything I can.
Right. Like you said, Chris taught you. Chris taught you and everything. You speak about Dan. The first 2 EPs. You were very, how would I say, you're very energetic to discuss, his musical musical talents and everything on the first two EPs, providing them a musical. What do you think, as him, does he bring to your band that help you guys really pop?
Brings energy, he brings passion, but it was like you were saying, he brings soul, it's soul music, but it's called that because it's God's soul. He's got plenty of that. So I tell everyone, like the 15-second description of Daniel, it's like, well, he's got music that's, he's got bass, drums, guitar, but first and foremost, he's got soul, and that's what it's about.
Right.
And he's an a-hole. My soul earlier, and like, I mean, personally, that's like at the top of the list for me. But like, if anything, that soul music is like most, I don't know, relatable to is like something with feel. And like, if it doesn't have feel, man, you're just a robot, Like,
That's funny, man. What's your upbringing like? Because I find it interesting. Like I said, I grew up in the city, and then I met a lot of friends in the suburbs. And, you start talking soul music, and they name a soul artist, and you're like, that's not really soul.
right.
But then we hear you on certain songs where we can hear that I don't want to say churches, but you have that gospel in you, man, and it excels. What's your upbringing like that got you into this everything?
I don't know, man. Like, I came from two musical parents that never forced anything upon me. Somehow I started off with learning about Little Richard and James Brown, like off the start. Like, that was like a couple of my no, like a couple of the first people that I ever learned about musically. So I mean, that's like just ingrained. Like, you can't just like listen. Like, you can't unhear that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Oh no. It's cool.
we?
Little interlude. But no,
Scene 2.
I don't know, man. Like, I'd just gotten into soul music as like I don't know, maybe within the last few years.
Right.
Because it started off as funk, like getting really into the instrumental
Right.
background of things. But I mean, when you start writing songs that are meaningful to you personally, that's when it becomes soul, man.
Right.
I mean, I don't know, as far as I'm concerned.
You speak of meaningful. I talked to your drummer beforehand. He goes, what he likes about this band is that everyone is serious. Serious on the musical elements at least. He goes, everyone's about expanding their career. Now I understand, you guys performed last night in Jacksonville. What can we expect from Fast Features in the future? EPs, anything? Or
No
just
idea,
chilling?
man. Right now, we're kind of just riding on stuff that we've been performing on for a while because we're still finding a sound for it.
Okay.
But at the same time, like I said, like, we've been collaborating a little bit recently and like vibing off of each other's ideas and like trying to find a sound. I think we're still in the beginning stages, so like that's just kind of the route right now, just finding a sound. And then once we actually do, like, I don't know, not that we don't have anything going on right now, but like once we actually do find something that we can like all lock into, is probably when we start making some news. So.
Well, you expect the unexpected.
What did you guys think of the response that you got from the house show
It was
tonight?
fun, man. No, I mean, as far as tonight goes, it was kind of last minute for us, so like we kind of just enjoyed ourselves and I don't know, I mean, like, you try to do that in any environment, whether it's something that's not very familiar with you.
People started shaking the last song.
Yeah.
I've heard of you guys. Where can we check you out? You on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Bandcamp. Where can they get at you?
We haven't spent that much time online, so besides the fact that the group started on something that was a solo project, those recordings as a solo project are available at a website called bandcamp.com, which is fastpreacher.bandcamp.com, and that's where all the stuff is. But other than Facebook and that, I mean, we're kind of just like doing our own thing right now. So
2014. What do you guys expect?
whatever our schedules can allow, man.
You got 3 shows in April 2014.
Yeah.
Wanna speak on those?
Yeah. Well, no, we're playing at this place called The Space, which is a DIY venue in Orlando. And we're doing, on April 12th. It's Saturday, April 12th. We're playing there. And along with a few other local bands, like we got some Extra Light. Some guys that were here tonight. The Plush Monsters, Wet Nurse, which is a 3-piece all-girl band from Orlando that's killing it right now, and Slim Walker and his orchestra. We were doing that, and then we're doing Wills on 420. But before then, there's one other, or after. I guess it's the next weekend we're doing Wills again for a comedy showcase.
Okay.
It's having music. for it,
26th,
so,
yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I definitely appreciate you guys' time and everything.
Yeah.
Once again, Ty Wright, Rockville, Orlando, Valencia Voice. We're here with Fast Preacher, man. Thank you a lot for you guys tonight, man. We're signing out. We're here at the Schoolhouse, Young Giants House Show. Rockville, Orlando.
Spend my days working on a river, building trains going everywhere. Spend my mornings in the treetops, looking for bugs, chatting with birds. I hope you noticed I wasn't home.